So once again, ladies and gents, this is bout number 4 this evening's show. This is an amateur welterweight bout. Introducing your fighters, first of all, in the blue corner. Age 29, he stands at 5 foot 11 inches tall, making his MMA debut from Norway, representing Bergen MMA. He weighed in at 75.8 kilograms. Please put your hands together for Magomed Salamov. Facing him across the cage is his opponent in the red corner. He's age 21. He stands at 5 foot 10 inches tall. He's an MMA record of 2 wins, 1 loss and 1 draw, no losses. From Newcastle, representing SPG South Shields, he weighed in at 76.7 kilograms. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together for Lewis Howe. We're scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Your referee, Trent Mitchell. The action is about to begin.
Here we go, debuting Salamov taking on the 2-1-0 Lewis Howe.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see, what adjustments Salamov's made, considering he's got that taekwondo background, which is typically a more narrow stance, which doesn't work too great for takedown defense.
Here we go, we'll sharp find out. We're underway. You see instantly that bouncy, almost point fighting style.
Yeah, Lewis Howe took the centre and he's looking to close that gap. Oh, beautiful side kick. Oh, lead kick there.
We've also seen how well the likes of a taekwondo. Lovely takedown from Howe there. Does well to keep his position.
Yeah, for sure. Salamov definitely thought about the guillotine briefly, but Lewis Howe showing his experience here with the grappling and manages to take the top position, clears his head, and I'm sure he's looking to strike right now.
You think this must have been the game plan going in for Howe here, knowing that this is where his advantage will be?
Oh, for sure. As much as experience as Salamov is in competition, it's the first time he's going to be on his back in front of the crowd. And he's working for an armbar here, but Lewis Howe making a good, managing to keep his hips square to negate that.
And look, this is so important as well when you are in an advantageous position like Howe, that you don't rush your work, because that's when mistakes happen.
Yeah, for sure. The last thing he wants is Salamov getting back to his feet and kicking him in the head. So he's going to make the most out of this and kind of make sure he's balanced before he's committing to big shots. Salamov's got an overhook on the arm, which is kind of limiting the damage that Howe can do.
Salamov with a close guard though as well makes it difficult for him to try and advance his position.
Yeah, for sure. I think he's just trying to limit the damage he's going to take here. But he's got a foot in the hip, so maybe he could create some space right now. You've got to think he would have drilled, kind of getting up from the bottom, as a lot of people are going to want to be taking him down. Lewis Howe's a big guy though, got a massive back, and he's probably going to feel very heavy on top.
Former rugby player, of course, Lewis Howe. So you know he'll have that strength there.
Yeah. Salamov's got a weird headlock here. Oh, big mat return there from Howe, and he steps over to mount instantly.
And this is not where Salamov wants to be. Howe looking to rain down strikes. Needs to be.
He's going to look to create a space with that
and
cross
he gets
space.
it. Raining strikes in here. Just chipping away, chipping away. Big shots again.
Yeah, Salamov needs to close that distance, get a body lock again. Oh, he's sat up.
You think Salamov? It's straight back to the mat though.
Yeah, wow, wow. Oh, he's on top. Oh, the scrambling. Salamov should stand up here.
Lewis Howe straight back on the legs, all looking for that takedown.
Fair play to Salamov. He's in a very bad position there. He's getting teed off on and mount, and he managed to get out of it. So, as the next round starts, it's back on the feet. So, let's see if he can do a better job of kind of keeping his distance. Very hard though to keep someone like Howe off you.
Yeah, it certainly is. But very, very good opening round there for Howe.
Yeah, definitely a convincing tick in the judges' scorecards there for Howe.
Deep breaths here from Salamov. It is, of course, so difficult when you are, like you're saying, transitioning from one sport to the next.
Yeah. It's a lot different to Taekwondo, but you can see, you know, the influence it's had on his style here. He's landed some beautiful kicks. He just needs to do more of it this round.
More of the same, is it, for Lewis Howe then? Just get this fight to the floor. And,
for sure.
You think if he had another minute from where he was there, what could have happened?
Yeah, he just needs to keep them hands up. If he has to take a kick to get his way in, then so be it. He needs to close that gap, not give Salamov his range.
Here we go underway here, round 2 of a scheduled 3 3-minute rounds. Salamov straight back to that bouncy point fighting style. Lewis Howe looking for a way in.
Lewis Howe's walking his man down, hands tight. Salamov's, nice spin kick there. He's backed up against the cage though, he needs to circle a little bit more.
Nice sharp knee to the body there from Lewis Howe.
Lewis Howe's got the superior head position here. I'm sure he's going to be looking for a body lock takedown. It seems like that trip from the back.
Is that what he should be doing then? How should he be trying to get this fight to the floor from there? Excuse me.
He's got an underhook here, which is a good position for throwing strikes with his left hand as he's doing. He's changed levels and he's got it.
There it is, straight away the takedown again and straight into mount for Lewis Howe.
Yeah, this is bad news for Salamov.
So early in the round as well, it's a difficult one to get out of.
Yeah, he managed to do it last time, but he took a lot of strikes while doing so. His feet are next to the cage. He could always use that for a little extra leverage.
Again though, Howe, look, not rushing his work, just taking his time, picking his shots, picking his movements. It's exactly what you want to see from a fighter.
Yeah, he's very smart in there. Not doing anything too crazy. He does want to sacrifice this position. He's looking to work the arms high, but I would like to see him throw some more strikes if he can get them knees a little high perhaps. There he goes. Salamov just kind of reaching out with his hands. He needs to be grabbing a body lock here.
How does Salamov get himself out of this position?
Well, you know, there's numerous techniques to escape the mount. I think his best chance is to buck like he is there, try and get chest to chest and try and bump and roll. And you know, in simple terms, he's trying it now. He's created a bit of space. He's going to go out the back door. Excellent job. And a big strike.
Those, I guess, unorthodox techniques, though, they're so hard to train for because you're not expecting them, are you?
100%. It's so weird when you roll with someone who, you know, hasn't done a lot of grappling because they give you reactions you're just not used to.
Yeah. Magomed Salamov now looking to make the most of his position here.
Yeah, I mean, interesting tactic like that. He's engaging in the grappling, you know. I would have thought he maybe would have stood up.
Lewis Howe now though looking like straight back on those legs, looking for that double and gets it again.
Yeah, this is tiring for the guy on bottom.
Again, look at that, straight over into full mount and straight back onto those strikes.
Yeah, Salamov's managing to kind of avoid any major damage up and now from this mount.
But it's such a dominating position.
Yeah, 100%. You know, Louis Howe's definitely, you know, took this round again.
There we go. 2 of 3 done. You can see Salamov's visibly quite drained here.
Yeah, you know, I think it's going to be all or nothing in this last round. You know, he's probably going to have to land one of those nice kicks. You know, he's getting light on his feet, which obviously kind of suits his style. But Howe's taking the centre and kind of getting him backing up. And it's not leaving Salamov with any space to get to work, you know, on the back foot.
How hard is it going into a third round knowing you're 2 rounds down?
It's got to be hard. It's got to be hard. You know, I guess you've just got to kind of leave it all out there, you know, empty the tank. You know, you're already on your way to a loss, so you may as well, you know, pull out what you've got.
And here we go, round 3 of 3. Magomed Salamov, Lewis Howe, nice touch of gloves. You see even that bouncy point style's now gone from the legs of Salamov.
Yeah.
Lewis Howe, relentless in his hunt coming forward.
Oh, and a nice strike from Howe. Yeah, I think a bit more blood to the legs of Salamov at the minute. Bit more of a laboured side kick there.
Again, that spinning kick. Lewis's corner here, calling for him to come forward, not give Magomed Salamov that space to throw those kicks.
Yeah, some nice front kicks to the body there, but the way Howe's got his elbow, like his guard tight, sometimes your toes can hit the guy's elbow, which will definitely put you off. Good sprawl from Salamov, but Louis Howe uses it to climb up, and he's probably going to get, well,
switches
he switches to his single leg. Alex Enlund calling for Louis Howe to run the pipe, so basically turn to his right, which he does. Salamov hits the mat, and Lewis Howe does well to build up and get on the waist, so he's off the legs. He's got more upper body control now, and he's moved up into the mount.
And once again we see this extremely dominant position for Lewis Howe in mount. Little shoulder strikes was that.
Using what he's got.
What does he need to do now to try and, I guess, get this fight finished?
Well, he's trying to work Salamov's left arm up high, which could lead to a head and arm choke. But he's kind of left that now. He's going back to the shoulder strikes. If he's looking to finish it with strikes, I'd like to see him maybe move his knees up high up Salamov's body, nip his knees, and go try and finish him with the strikes. But it looks like he's going for the submission route. He's worked Salamov's arm high. He just needs to get his head on the other side of Salamov's arm.
I believe it was a head and arm choke he got on Almighty.
Right,
last time he fought as
yeah.
well.
Works well from that chest on chest mount. Very smothering pressure here. It's going to be hard for Salamov to catch his breath here.
It's relentless. I know I've said that a few times, but it really is just work from Lewis Howe.
Yeah,
It's just so smothering as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I think he's definitely shown his experience here with the grappling. Salamov's had good glimpses in the fight, but it's hard to win a fight when you're against a superior grappler who can kind of has a tight guard and pod forward.
Again, here it is, just Lewis Howe, he's chipping away, and then if the submission appears, he'll take it.
Yeah, I think that might have been the 10-second klaxon there.
Oh, he's going to look for a last second submission, is he? Oh. Just an utterly dominating performance there from Lewis Howe. I know we've not had the official result yet, but we've got to think that's a unanimous decision.
Oh, 100%. You know, Howe did what he had to do. You know, always daunting when you're facing a world champion in any combat sport. And obviously, Salamov posed a big threat with the kicks. But the all-around experience of Louis Howe and all-around skill with the grappling included was the difference tonight.
Like I say, we'll go to the judges' scorecards, yeah. Of course, with no disrespect to Salamov, but I don't think it'll take as long as the last two scorecards have taken to be collected.
Yeah, I think, you know, there's a lot that he can take from this and learn, and he's clearly highly skilled. I think if he can, you know, work on his grappling a little bit and maybe fight another striker, I'd like to say that on Rising Conquer. That would be entertaining.
Very exciting.
Right, ladies and gents, after 3 hard-fought 3-minute rounds, we got your judges' scorecards, and we have your winner. In favour of the red corner, Lewis Howe!
And as we thought, Lewis Howe gets
so
the
let's hear
nod.
for your runner-up, Magomed Salamov!
We've seen everything here so far tonight, Joe. We're only 4 fights in.
Yeah, again, you know, great matchup so far, and a lot more to look forward to.